Unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is a machine learning technique in which models are not supervised using in a training data set. We are not going to train a machine learning algorithm with the training data set. Instead, model itself find a hidden pattern and insight from the given data. That is, the algorithm itself find the hidden patterns, and based on the hidden pattern, it find a prediction output. It can be compared to learning, which takes place in the human brain by learning new things. It can be defined as unsupervised. That is, unsupervised learning is defined as a type of machine learning in which models are trained using unlabeled data set and are allowed to act on that data without any supervision. That is, already I told that the supervised learning means under the control of teacher. The unsupervised learning means without teacher, the students studying by their own way. That is called unsupervised learning. Here there are two kinds of classification of algorithms. That is called clustering algorithm. Another one is association algorithm. See, in this example, there is, it is a unlabeled data set. Unlabeled data set means the pictures of various animals are not categorized. That is, cat as well as the dogs all are in the same images. So the unsupervised learning means we are going to give the raw data. Raw data means unlabeled data that is not categorized. The algorithm is going to categorize the categorize the animals based on the picture features. So here, based on the features of the image, the algorithm itself categorize the data like these are the images suitable for the dogs, and these are the images suitable for the cats. So here, using the concept of processing, it's going to classify the images. That is called unsupervised learning. The first method is clustering. Clustering is a method of grouping the objects belonging into a single group, which contains the similarities, like same attributes. The objects with the similarity of the similarity objects, or the objects with the same features, are grouped into one objects. The objects different from the attributes are grouped into some other groups. That is a concept of clustering. Association. Association means that uh, is a unsupervised learning method in which finding the relationship between the two variables. Suppose if the people buying the X items is certainly will buy the Y item. That is called association principles. For example, if the user buying the bread, the people certainly will buy either butter or jam. That is the concept of association. The unsupervised learning is mainly suitable for market analysis. These are some of the examples of unsupervised learning algorithms. That is K-means algorithm, KNN algorithm, hierarchical clustering, anomaly detections, neural networks, principal component analysis, independent component analysis, a priori algorithm, singular value decompositions. Then advantages of unsupervised learning. Unsupervised learning is used for more complex tasks such as we do not have a label input data. Unsupervised learning is preferably as it is easy to get unlabeled data. That is, for a complex kind of data, it's very suitable. Disadvantages means it's very difficult to analyze the predicted result. The accuracy of the predicted result is not that much accurate, because all the data sets are unlabeled data sets. The third category of the supervised method of machine learning is reinforcement learning. This learning principle is working based on the feedback based learning. That is, it's mainly working the concept of reward and penalty. That is, the agent learns automatically with these feedbacks and improves its performance. In reinforcement learning, the agent interacts with the environment and explores it. For example, the goal of the agent is to get more rewards points, and hence it improves the performance. There is a concept of reinforcement learning. This is the example of the difference between supervised learning and supervised learning. That is, in the first diagram, supervised learning means we are exactly training the student with the help of the teacher. That is, the teacher giving the every notes, everything, and a cleared route to the student, so the student can easily score the mark. The accuracy also good in supervised learning. Whereas in unsupervised learning, the student itself analyze the data and itself analyze themselves analyze the books. Without any guidance, the unsupervised learning is working. So the accuracy of the unsupervised learning is not good as supervised learning, but in all the situations, unsupervised learning is working because it's the algorithm is working by themselves. That is called unsupervised learning. These are some of the difference between unsupervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning algorithm are trained using labeled, whereas in unsupervised learning algorithms are trained using unlabeled data. Supervised learning model takes direct feedback to check if it is a predicted correct output or not. Unsupervised learning model does not take any feedback because it's not contains any output. Supervised learning model predicts the output. Here it predicts the patterns. Supervised learning input data is provided the model along with the output. That is, in supervised learning, we are going to give the input data along with the output. But here we are not going to give the labeled input data as well as to the output. The goal of supervised learning is to train the model so that it can predict the output when there is a new data. Whereas in unsupervised learning, it finds the hidden patterns. Supervised learning needs supervision to train the model. Unsupervised learning does not need any supervision to train the model. Next, the classification of supervised learning is classification and regression. Here, clustering and associations. Supervised learning model produces the accurate result because we are giving the trained data, whereas here in unsupervised learning, the accuracy is less compared to the supervised learning. Supervised learning is not close to true artificial intelligence because everything is here we are giving, whereas in unsupervised learning, we are going to give the true artificial intelligence data because artificial intelligence means the machine itself going to think. That is called true artificial intelligence. Some of the examples of supervised learning methods are regression, decision tree, Bayesian logic, etc. Here, some of the example algorithms are a priori algorithm, clustering, KNN. Next, we are going to discuss about the applications of machine learning. So, the machine learning nowadays, the machine learning is working in all the areas like image recognition, automatic language translation, medical diagnosis, stock market trading, online fraud detections, virtual personal assistant, email spam and malware filtering, self-driving cars, product recommend actions, and traffic predictions, finally speech recognitions. The first one is image processing. Image processing means that is nowadays with the help of image recognition system we can identify the image. It's very useful in the medical field. We can classify the image. For example, if you want to find the images related to the particular disease, it can easily find the disease based on the image. That is very much useful in the medical field. In many field, that is agricultural field also, we can classify the leaf disease, etc. Speech recognition system means with the help of the speech it can automatically find some of the Google search. That is the concept of speech recognition. Traffic prediction means it automatically analyze the traffic patterns of the various days and various hours. According to that, it give the suggestion for the travelers. Product recommendations, it's mainly useful in a market analysis. That is already I told that some example. That is the person buying the bread automatically buying the jam or butter. That is the best example for the product recommendations. Then self-driving cars, without drivers also we can drive the cars. That is we are going to train the car for the various directions. According to that, the car itself drive. Next, email spam and mall filtering, virtual person assistant, online fraud detections. These are some of the assistants with the help of AI. Then stock market analysis, medical diagnosis, automatic language translations. These are some of the